So, a lot of Trump's policies focus around how US engages with the rest of the world. So, I thought I'd spend a little bit of time researching and writing on the state of the rest of the world. Starting with Europe, which doesn't appear to be lacking for any challenges. A quick Google search would probably show a long list that would look something like this, involving the conflict in Ukraine, lagging behind the AI race, anemic growth in Germany, etc. What you notice as a common theme is that the Europeans are less resilient than expected when it comes to global shocks. And we'll take two examples. Example one is that 50% of the natural gas piped into the Eurozone from outside used to come from Russia. However, as part of their policy to pivot away from Russia due to the invasion of Ukraine, they kind of cut that off, which led to a huge spike in the prices of natural gas, which was difficult for businesses and consumers alike. However, that's managed to settle down as the war has progressed and new supplies have been identified. A more recent example would center around Germany, Europe's largest economy, which has been struggling for the past couple of years. The key reason for that is because Germany is heavily dependent on exports, which means that Germany is heavily dependent on being able to sell their goods to other countries like China and the US. As a lot of you probably know, it's been a rough couple of years for the Chinese economy due to the intensity of their COVID lockdowns, which is translated into weaker demand for German goods. With the US, it's not been quite the same, but with Trump coming in and the threat of tariffs, it looks a little bit worrisome for the Germans because how tariffs work is they're taxes that effectively increase the price of foreign imports, which means it's going to be more expensive to buy German products than would theoretically reduce the demand. All that being said, it's not like the Europeans can't overcome these problems. Taking the natural gas example, in only 2 to 3 years, they were really able to diversify their source of liquid natural gas, which is really remarkable when you consider the complex feat of engineering needed in order to pipeline from diverse sources, which goes to show that, with the right incentives and focus, it may be a little bit rough for Europe for a while, but nothing that can't be overcome.